Okay, in this video we are going to be giving some examples of each of the 5 rage glyphs in their base version. We're in Snedra Forest. We're on normal difficulty. The first one we're going to do is Wave of Wrath. It is a tap mechanic, so you just have to tap the button. The lock-on is not required, but I do sort of recommend it because it directs it a lot nicer if you're locked on, actually. And then you can't be more than like 15 meters away or you'd be too far away. A wave of rageful energy erupts from the ground in front of you and rushes forward, damaging all limbic entities in its path. I do recommend locking on, even though it's not necessary for it to go off, just because you'll have a better shot of it directing itself towards who you want it to be, who you want it to damage. So it's just these spikes coming out of the ground. So not locked on, but facing the direction. So it still works, but you have a higher probability of getting them in less hits if you are locked on, because then it'll directly go right at them. Second one is Rage Spike. A pointed lance of calcified rage erupts from your weapon and blazes towards your target, detonating upon impact. This one also is a tap and also does not require lock-on to work. I also do like to use lock-on for this one too, but if you have more than one next to each other, it will do sort of an area of effect. So it does have an explosion radius of 5 meters, but we're just going to try it on a single here. I like that one. Okay, our third one is Fury. This one is good for haze linked enemies. Hateful force strikes a limbic entity and rages through its umbilical cords, searing all entities connected to it. This one is charge, not a tap, so you're going to have to hold the button until you're ready to release. And it is also not lock-on required, but we're going to lock on to one of the humanoid shapes. And we're going to do the one up by the medical tent where there's 2 humanoids in the haze. And we're going to lock on to one of the humanoids and see. Tent up there. Where's the other one? So I actually want to try doing it charge. You do have to be kind of close though. See how it hit all 3. Yeah, not enough limbic energy. I'm busy. So charge. The only reason I'm doing it against them is to showcase how it moves through the umbilical cords and just killed the haze. Obviously, you can be linked onto the haze, or locked onto the haze, or pointed at the haze, whatever. The only reason I made a point of turning my back on the haze is to show that you can send it through one of the humanoid ones and it will cascade through all of them. So there's that. So next we have Animosity. Pure hatred manifests into a lasso that ensnares a targeted limbic entity, eventually pulling it back into melee range and stunning it in the process. This one does require a lock on, and it is a tap, and there is a distance. It doesn't seem to be part of the card, but it does note when you're like too far. It'll be like, no, you're too far away. So lock on, and that's when if you see the bottom left, it's grayed out until you're locked on. So it's not available until you're locked on. Oh, I was way too close on that. Hang on, let's back up. Okay, that ending part was me hitting L2 on the other one. My fault. Okay, just the lasso one, please. Okay. Lasso. So there's Animosity right there. Okay, and the last one is Berserk. Lock on is not required, it's just a tap. Visually, you will see that you are in Berserk because there will be flames coming off of your weapon, whichever one it is. It lasts for 20 seconds. Enter a state of rageful defiance that wards against getting stunned, staggered, knocked back, and any other crowd control effect thrown at you. Stun immunity is 100%. Duration is 20 seconds. Go ahead and enter it. So you can tell you're in it. Visually, you can tell you're in it because of the flames. See, I'm not getting knocked at all. Stop it. Alright, so there you go. There's a couple of examples of each of the 5 rage glyphs of their base version, and hope that helps.